We've got some really good interviews lined up for you. And the first one, and I hope everybody that's listening that knows somebody that might be looking for a job listens in. So get your family together and anybody you know or love that might be needing a job, because I have Kris McCue, who is working with Mining Jobs for Locals. And I'm welcoming Kris into the studio right now. Good morning, Kris, and welcome.
Thank you, Rosemary.
Well, it's great to see you here. And the thing, Kris, it sounds good, Mining Jobs for Locals, but how did you get into a position like this? What sort of role are you in?
Okay, as you said, my role is actually what's called a local employment coordinator role, and I operate across the Caboolture and Sunshine Coast region. And the role is an independent consultant role to the Department of Employment Education and Workplace Relations, and it's really about getting the right people together to help people get jobs, and that includes organisations like TAFEs, job services agencies, industry bodies and individual employers, and this program's a great example of that, because what we've done is we've got some training organisation who's extremely good at what they do, and a couple of other organisations that are proven performers and are proven in terms of getting people job outcomes. And the key to this one is we've got Energy Skills Queensland, who are the peak body in terms of skills, employment and the industry in Queensland. And what they've done is they've gone out and identified a whole range of jobs in the mining sector that are available for local people. And those jobs are, this particular one, we're not talking drilling or technical jobs with this one, we're talking about camp operations, so things like housekeeping, catering, so all of those jobs that really go towards making a mining camp happen. And
Kris, when would this be happening?
Okay, well, for Caboolture, we're on right now, so we thought with jobs that are available right now that we'd get a whole stack of people turning up wanting to participate. Unfortunately, things have been a little bit slow in terms of take up of the program, so and I appreciate you having me here this morning to be able to talk about it, because I think, look, this is a great opportunity for people, because if you do this program, the likelihood is that you will get a job.
Absolutely. So when would this be starting, Kris?
Okay, it's on at the moment. It actually started last week, but we're still accepting enrolments and accepting participation. So it's being held at the Caboolture hub, so really convenient, right here in downtown Caboolture. It's 5 days a week, so it's a pretty significant commitment. And the first 4 weeks, we do a range of things around, just around inducting into the industry, what it's like in the industry, getting a feel for working in the mining industry, and then into some more skills-based training. So things like, the types of tasks that you'd be performing at a mining camp.
So what is the eligible criteria, Kris? Okay,
well, basically, you need a current driver's licence. You need to be able to attend full time. So as I said, it's a 9-week course, but the commitment's worth it, because as I said, the jobs are there and available. You also need to be able to pass a drug and alcohol test and be able to commence employment immediately a position is found. And so most of these positions will be drive-in, drive-out to the Surat Basin out west of us, and also in some cases fly-in, fly-out, just depending.
Wow. So there's an opportunity there for somebody. Well, hey, if they're even in a position now that they're not real fond of, or should you not be employed?
Oh, look, if you want to, you're looking for a change and you want to do something different, I'd certainly suggest you give us a call, because look, the reality is, these opportunities are there right now, and we really want people in Caboolture to be able to take advantage of that.
And Kris, I know that a lot of people would be saying, yeah, but what's the money like? Is the money good in those roles as well as?
Look, the money is, look, it's good money when you're working in that industry, and companies tend to pay a bit of a premium because of the nature of the work and the fact that you're away from home. Yeah,
and you're right out there in the Surat Basin.
But people have an interesting view on mining camps, and they think of dusty old dongas and no facilities. Look, these things are like four-star retreats.
Hotels,
they're incredible. They've got pools and gyms and the accommodations of a very high standard. So you're certainly not slumming it when you get out there.
No. And listen, what about a female?
Oh,
Are we
absolutely.
talking male and
no,
female?
Male and female, yeah, absolutely no distinction there.
Beautiful.
Basically, you just got to be prepared to commit and want a great opportunity, kickstart your career.
Kris, during the 9-week course, if I'm not on any Centrelink thing or any New Start or anything else, I've really got to just front up and don't take any pay for that 9-week course?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
so that might be a little bit hard for perhaps people that aren't getting any money at all?
It is.
Yeah.
Look, and that is, and I guess that's, that's certainly one of the issues for people.
Yeah.
But, look, if you're, currently not receiving benefits and looking for work and you're prepared to spend 9 weeks of your time, then, look, it's certainly worth thinking about.
Yeah. And forgive me, but if I wasn't working right now, and I was very interested in a job in the mines, and I decided to put my name down to do this 9-week course, would Centrelink come into this New Start or Job Start thing at that point, do you know?
Look, I can't provide any sort of advice around that. My advice would be go and have a chat to them, and they'll let you know what you're entitled to.
I was just going to say, because 9 weeks is a long time.
It is a long time, and it is a commitment, but the reason that we've made it like that is because it's a really robust course, and I actually meant to mention too that that when you do this, you actually go on an industry visit. So we'll take you out, do a bus tour of some of the mining camps and everything out there, and you get an opportunity to meet some of the employers.
To have a little look, yeah,
absolutely.
And see what's happening. Right, that certainly sounds like an opportunity for people that aren't in a job that they're enjoying at the moment, or those that don't have a position and would like to get out there and earn some dollars.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, so you've got to have that driver's licence, and you've certainly got to have the interest, quite obviously, to sustain a 9-week course, Kris.
That's right.
And that's pretty well it, isn't it?
That's pretty much it, you know. And if you're interested, I've got the contact details here.
Yep.
So you can phone Christina Henderson on 075334 9900.
Yes.
Or mobile 0423 846 299.
Yep.
Or you can email Christina on Christina, CHRISTINA, at jpearson, which is JPEARSON.com.au.
All right. And Kris, what I will do is I will note those again during this morning's session.
Fantastic.
So that anybody that is interested, didn't have a pen ready to be able to note these down, you'll get an opportunity to do that. And I promise that I will do that after the 10 o'clock news. So if you're listening in again, make sure you've got pen and paper handy so that I can give you some details, or beg your pardon, give you the details so you can contact Kris's organisation and get that ball rolling.
Fantastic.
Okay?
That's
Sounds
great.
good to me. I really appreciate you coming in, Kris. Thank you.
No worries. And look, before I go,
one other little thing here, yeah.
Can I also just mention, thanks Rosemary, that look, one of the other things that we're involved in is a project called Manufacturing Morton's Future, and we held a breakfast at the end of last year, and this was around providing the local manufacturing industry with a range of tools to assist to help boost their productivity, their business development and their workforce development. So I just wanted to mention that there's another breakfast coming up on the 20th of March.
Okay.
And this is really an opportunity for industry to sit down and look at how they can collaborate over common issues in the industry. So things like developing a local approach to safety audits, benchmarking quality assurance, understanding technology and workforce development, industrial relations. So for all those businesses that attended last time, thank you, and look, we really look forward to seeing you again hopefully on the 20th of March.
Okay, and where is that going to be held, Kris?
That's going to be held at Marumba Downs Tavern.
Okay.
And you can book your place on the Moreton Bay Regional Council website at www.moretonbay.qld.gov.au/business-events, or you can contact the council directly on 3205 0555.
Okay, and that is Moreton Bay's...
it's called Manufacturing Morton's Future.
Manufacturing Morton's Future, people, if you're interested in that. But Kris is over at the hub for... Well, are you here for 9 weeks? No.
Well, no, not personally, but
John
Pearson Consulting, Energy Skills Queensland,
Yep.
and Sunshine Coast TAFE, they're the people that are delivering the training, so they'll be over there helping people get through the course, get those skills that you need to get those jobs in the mining camps.
Okay, so now that's for the mining camps, but also, Kris, if we were interested in manufacturing Morton's Future,
Yep.
Any of these people would be able to put you onto that as well?
No, if you just contact the council on those details there.
All right then.
two
So I
separate
will
ones.
mention that again to people. So that's two great opportunities, one for those that are looking for a position, and also the businesses that really want to get into it. This Moreton Bay regional area is just a booming place to be. So manufacturing that future would be just a beautiful thing to get involved in. Kris, I promise that we'll advertise this a little bit, because it's all good for all of us at the end of the day. And I do thank you, Kris McCue, for coming in to speak with us this morning and giving us that wonderful bit of information.
Thanks very much, Rosemary. Thanks for having me.